can't play dead standing up. You can't play dead standing up. Or devils. I'll crush them all!
Close.
These are devils. I'll crush them all!
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Can I have fun with it?
Free will, destined for oblivion.
Is darkness
I'll crush them all!
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Give me strength. Thanks for the support. Can I have fun this time? Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. This combat needs up. This is double speed. Time for a buzz. Ready for another? I'm scared.
Stay put.
Protect me.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
More enemies. Time for a fun. We have the upper hand.
Free will or was destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
This combat me. This is double speed. Enemy data secure. Network activated. Time for a good old counterattack. I'm gonna hold it. Can I have fun this time? Time for a fun.
Another journey begins from still water to the cliff. Familiar.
Ready for another? Lend me your strength.
Stand down. Later.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. This combat. This is double speed. Protect me. Resistance is timely.
Thieves or devils! I'll crush them all!
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Lend me your strength.
Ready for death.
Time for a fun.
Tedious. Try harder.
This combat me. This is double speed. More.
Later. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Bro. My Broniar is on the wrong shift. I mean Jinglu. Oh.
I ain't chatting a lot cuss him on mobile it. Web. Which mean. Okay. I can't chat as much cuss I need to watch.
Tedious. Later.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
This combat. This is double speed. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Can I have time for a fun? This battle is lending your strength. Give me strength. There is new. This combat. This is double speed.
Ready for death.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Stand down.
Get them!
Try harder.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Later. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Protect me. This combat me. This is double speed.
Try harder.
Can I have fun this time? Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Later.
This combat needs This is double speed.
Nowhere to run.
Time for a fun. This battle is unavoidable. Give me strength. It is new.
Ready for death.
This combat me. This is double speed. I'm scared.
Stay put!
Protect me. It is new.
Try harder. Tedious.
Lend me your strength.
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Later.
or devils! I'll crush them all!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! This combat needs... This is double speed.
Nowhere to run.
Time for a buzz. Lend me your strength.
Right.
Give me strength. Assistance is timely. This combat... This is double speed. Lend me your strength.
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moon.
Can I have fun this time? This combat... This is double speed. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! You'll pay for that. Lend me your strength.
Step.
Time for a buzz.
Try harder. Blade of moon. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
I already know your decision.
I now permit you to gaze into the sun.
On these 107,336 stones, the almighty and powerful springs of harmony are at my disposal. The supreme tuner, harmonious choir, Mediocre. Lost souls, come and meet your master.
The embodiment of the harmony. So the true purpose of the Charming Festival is to usurp it?
My favorite streamer.
More enemies.
This finna be epic. No. Play a big boy game.
This is double speed.
Play Elden Ring or something.
Lend me your strength.
Tedious.
This screams small d.
An endless lifespan.
Already got 100% in Elden Ring.
Troubles.
Why? Answer. Why do the harmony and the order merge into one?
No deaths.
This battle is unavoidable.
All will be revealed.
You first, lil bro.
Thieves or devils! I'll crush them all!
They've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Later.
My laptop broke, so I'm getting my money.
I'm scared!
Noisy.
Try defeat 3 bosses without dying. Nerd face.
Lost souls, come and meet your master.
The embodiment of the harmony? So the true purpose of the Charming Festival is to usurp it?
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Free will, still water to the lake. I weep for the departed.
This means you're a pussy.
It too shall fall.
Feeling like there's another world in front of my eyes.
It's the power of tuning. Don't let the song distract you.
Literally already beat everything.
Enemy data sig net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Why the harmony, order, merge? Why?
Ready for another?
Another journey destined for oblivion.
Noisy.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The time has come. Creation will be reborn from the remains of the gods.
Danheng?
Radiant spirits, heed my word. Show no mercy.
Wake up! Wake up! Hey, wake up! Huh? Oh, not good. All right. It's a long. And then everyone else is also.
Hell yeah.
Not going to come chat with me. Sleepyhead.
That voice. Is that Black Swan?
This haven of memories. Every touch.
Wash up. Who TF is Nate? Too many NPCs for one day. Oh shit, you were playing Elden Ring before. He wasn't DW. Yeah, like 2 years ago, loudly crying face. There's only 2 PPL in chat. I'm finna lose 50/50. Ooh. You won't. Bronny RE3. Oh. I hate Bronny R. Isn't this meant to be easy? Backhand index pointing left, time to spend money. Ick.
The future of Bellamont.
WTF is Bronny R. No. Yes. Now what? Yo lil bro, let the man live. I wasn't playing that shit for plot. ERN. Cold and kiss. No. Let them spend their money. Oh. No. Spend. Money. No. You're welcome. Or have to help a brother out.
My dream is right before my eyes.
Women are evil nowadays, we have to stick together. Level up characters. Do I just build Argentina or something? Get some standard wishes. Spend your money before they try force you to spend it. Nate. Who TF are you? This man knows what he's talking about. Don't worry, lil bro. I'm here to support you. Up with men. What? Whose side are you on? the side of you, the man. And the other dude.
Ready for another?
Get them!
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Still water to the flicker. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Netmarker Festival. Time for a good old counter. Give me strength.
Thieves or devils! I'll crush them all!
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Yo, Kooky, you have 4 viewers.
For oblivion.
No.
Netmarker Festival.
One avenge him. Abacus, abacus, abacus.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Abacus. Oh damn. And him always watching. In the reason he streams. Wait, you guys like a couple? Bat. No. No. Stalker stalking me. So you're not gay.
Ready for another?
Get them!
Time.
Okay.
This is double speed.
Bingo. Beans.
Still water to the flicker. I weep for the departed.
True.
It too shall fall.
Custard.
Netmarker Festival.
Whoa.
Time for a good old counter.
Could be, is this the truth?
Time for a buzz.
Yes.
Destined for oblivion.
Ready for another?
Thieves or devils!
Face orange raised eyebrow. Face orange raised eyebrow.
This is double speed.
Wash up BBG. Face blue smiling.
I weep for the departed.
No.
It too shall fall.
Get them!
She's 15.
For a buzz.
Okay, my bad.
Netmarker Festival. Time for a good old counter.
Pet screen game over. Mate. I'm 15 too. What's her age?
This is double speed.
M.
Ready for another?
Get them!
Time for a buzz.
But I have a beard, so it's always in question. Okay.
This is double speed.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too
In you. But I assure you I'm 15.
Netmarker Festival. Time for a good old counter.
Kids are.
Time for a buzz.
Kids are not you. You. Speaking, I have a sexy goatee. But I have one.
Ready for another? Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
I weep for
Even more you.
it too shall fall.
Wait, are you into twinks or SMTH?
Netmarker Festival. Time for a good old counter.
Face purple sweating.
Thieves or or devils?
What?
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It is
Hey. I'd shave for you. DW.
Ready for another?
I like. All men. Raising hands, medium dark skin tone.
for oblivion.
Netmark activated. Time for good old counter.
Raising hands, medium dark skin tone 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 raising hands, medium dark skin tone. Right. DW, I'll have you on your knees so I'd be like 7 feet. No. You grow when she's on her knees. Are you standing on her?
Time for a fun.
Keep eye on Ab.
For oblivion. I weep for the departed. It is my fault.
What is your maths set? Miso soup, you ain't feeling it.
Thieves or devils? I'll crush them all!
This is double speed. Ready for another?
Still waters of oblivion.
Netmark activated. Time for a good old counter. Protect me.
Ah.
I weep for the departed. It is my fault.
Ready for another? Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Ivy left.
Netmark activated. Time for a good old counter.
I weep for the departed. It is my fault.
Give me strength. Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion.
I'm sorry.
Thieves or devils? I'll crush them all!
This is double speed.
You.
Netmark activated. Time for
Why are you happy he left? He's a nice guy.
I weep for the departed. It is my fault.
Ready for another? Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Still waters of liquid.
Netmark festival. Time for a good old counter.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Pretend even clue. Time for a fun.
Again?
This is double speed.
Destined for oblivion.
Netmark festival. Time for a good old counter.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready for another? Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Netmark festival. Time for a good old counter. Give me strength.
Thieves or devils! I'll crush them all!
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion.
Ready for another?
Get them!
This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
L. Who was a nice guy? Ass. I'm confused. You. Boring as hell. Tough. Do I build the R ratio? Is he even good?
Stream forward.
Nay.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
He's sexy and his one sleeve and a choker.
Ready for another? Time for a buzz.
Don't trust it.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Where's that random speech come from? Tharsgard.
Netmark is activated. Time for a good old counter. Protect me. Time for a fun.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
According to other light cone better.
Thieves or
Use
devils,
that one.
crush them all!
This is double speed. Ready for another?
What?
For oblivion.
Netmark is activated. Time for a good old counter. Time.
The other 5-star.
This is double speed.
Is the best in slot.
I weep for the departed.
But it's mid.
It too shall fall.
Get them!
Time for a fun.
Still waters of oblivion.
Give me strength. Netmark is activated. Time for a good old
It's on the fights.
This is double speed.
The one I initially said isn't.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready for another? Time for a fun.
Thieves or devils, I'll crush them all!
This is double speed.
It's on the fight I'm looking at.
Time for a good old counter.
Still waters of oblivion.
Protect me.
Sure. In this.
For oblivion.
On the Game 8 guide. Oh. This one is prop better anyways. Sleep like the dead looks like shit.
double speed.
Still water to the flip. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Protect me, please. Ready for another? This is double speed.
These are devils. I'll crush them all!
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Still water to the flip.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. This is double speed.
Still water to the flip.
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. This is double speed.
Still water to the flip.
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
These are devils. I'll crush them all!
This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Still water to the flip.
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. This is double speed.
Still water to the flip. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
double speed.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It is my fall.
Netmark activated. Time for a good old counter.
Still waters of oblivion.
Protect me.
Thieves or devils! I'll crush them all!
This is double speed. Ready for another?
I weep for the departed. It is my fall.
Time for a fun. This is double speed. Netmark activated. Time for a good old counter.
Destined for oblivion.
Give me strength. Ready for another?
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It is my fall.
Time for a fun. This is double speed. Netmark activated. Time for a good old counter.
Destined for oblivion.
Time for a fun. Ready for another?
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It is my fall.
Netmark activated. Time for a good old counter. Protect me.
Thieves or devils! I'll crush them all!
This is double speed.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It is my fall.
Time for a fun. This is double speed. Netmark activated. Time for a good old counter.
Still waters of oblivion.
Give me strength. Ready for another?
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It is my fall.
Netmark activated. Time for a good old counter. Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion.
Protect me. Ready for another?
I weep for the departed. It is my fall.
Thieves or devils! I'll crush them all!
Time for a fun. This is double speed. Netmark activated. Time for a good old counter.
Destined for oblivion.
Give me strength. Ready for another?
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It is my fall.
Netmark activated. Time for a good old counter. Time for a fun. This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It is my fall.
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion.
Protect me. Ready for another? Netmark activated. Time for a good old counter. This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
These are devils. I'll crush them all!
Time for a fun. This is double speed. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Destined for oblivion.
Give me strength. Time for a fun. Ready for another?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time for a fun. This is double speed. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Still waters of oblivion.
Protect me. Ready for another? Time for a fun. This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Get them! These are devils. I'll crush them all!
Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter. This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion.
Give me strength. Ready for another?
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Get them!
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter. This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion. Again.
Protect me.
Destined for oblivion.
These are devils. I'll crush them all!
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Get them!
Still waters of oblivion.
Give me strength. Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter. This is double speed. Time for a fun.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Protect me.
Bye-bye.
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Society MRW.
This is double speed.
Still waters of oblivion.
Get them! These are devils. I'll crush them all!
This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter. Time for a fun.
Desperate for oblivion.
Ouch! Give me strength. Ready for another?
On still waters of oblivion.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter. Time for a fun. This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
So devils! I'll crush them all!
Time for a fun. This is double speed. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Destined for oblivion.
The faster the progress, the greater the chance of errors.